I love the desert. The desert in this game is so cool looking. This bright yellow sand contrasted by the beautiful blue sky. Sets quite the, I don't know, quite the mood. Are you ready for the parley? So you dared to come, you, a brazen one. I will grant you that, but did you really think I wouldn't find out? Come, confess. My allies of the Sultan's Swarm have told me the truth. I know you are working in league with the traitor and the monetarists. Confess with your dying breath, and you will tell me where I can find the Oathkeeper and the traitor who stole it. Ooh, surprise, surprise! You dare accuse my own Sultan Sword of lying? We are comrades in arms, every one of us bound in brotherhood by our oath. I would trust in my life. What is your word when you set against theirs? When set against theirs, we know the meaning of honor. You're a night fool. I suspect you from the beginning, ever since you showed me the soul of the Paladin that traitor Sakogl gave you. You were no matter how briefly a Paladin, and as such you are bound by a code of honor that is unforgiving as it is noble. Traitor, I sentence you to death and decree that your body shall lie here to feed the crows. Okay. You cannot do this. I am the greatest swordsman. Your superior. You cannot do this. I am the greatest swordsman. You're superior in every way. Oh, snap. You were blinded, Genlins, by your own conviction. Sakogl. Genlins, remember your own lesson. A paladin does not exist to defend his position or the honor of his fellow. Sultan Sworn. Who is this? Those men were assassins in service of the monetarists. The moment you outlive your usefulness, you were to be killed, you and this free paladin of yours. Liar, you are their agent. You betrayed us for them. Hey, Harmat, what's up? I'm alright, I'm tired, dude. Spending today trying to buy a house and looking at houses. And very draining experiences. You're always naive, Jenlins. Too willing to trust your fellow man. It's one of your virtues, but you have a deplorable habit of turning your virtues into vices. Think, the information you recovered, how did you come by it? Did it fall into your lap as if, oh, I don't know, someone was feeding it to you? You and the paladins under your command are monetarist lapdogs. Jenlins, you've been led a merry dance and followed their lead at every step. Hold on 1 second. Made it to 50, yeah. I did put in my offer. I did put in an offer for a house today, but I don't think I'll get it. The way the housing market is right now, it's just crazy. Yeah, I made it to 50 in the last video, I think. Then you were never a traitor, you were innocent. I have wronged you. Easy now. I'll take care of the captain. He's had worse, and we'll have him back on his feet soon enough. You've become a fine warrior and learned all there is to know about the way of the Paladin. I think perhaps that you are not aware just how much you've grown. Well, it's time you were made aware. Paladin! What's with this guy's short pants? I mean, he's a male character running around in like these... When I first saw him, when they showed him walk up from behind, I thought it was a girl. You know? It's like, what? It's just... I mean, a guy wouldn't wear like shorts and then with like these leather strap-ons. This is really... Sometimes I question... But I mean, this Japanese animation, you know, that's the way they do it, though. It's kind of a little bit odd. When the captain's recovered, keep an eye on him for me, will you? He needs someone like you to watch his back. The words of Soul Goggle have awoken the memories from the past. Your level is no longer synced. The steps of Nuld in Ul'dah. Ul'dah. Okay. So hey, Armet, somebody told me it was somebody told me on one of my videos, they made a comment. It was Shiny. He said that it was really interesting. He said did I get used to the difference between the mobs gathering around you in Final Fantasy XIV compared to blobbing within each other in World of Warcraft? That's also a crucial thing you'll need to abuse in the later parts of Final Fantasy XIV because you can avoid a lot of damage by letting the mobs gather around you and move around them so they do less damage because they have to position themselves again. So it sounds like he's saying that if this mob and this person and this person, actually let's find it. It sounds like he's saying that if these three people were enemies and this one was an enemy, I might run past these three, run past this guy, and then finish here, and they're all going to come and group up in certain positions around me. And then if I want, I could actually move, you know, maybe around in a circle to here, and they would have to reposition themselves. And in the time it takes for them to reposition, they may not attack as often. That's what it sounds like he's saying, so that's interesting. Yeah, in World of Warcraft, that doesn't really happen because once the mobs are up in your face and you start to move away, they're usually going to be able to stay with you and continue to hit you while you're moving. So you're really not going to reduce damage by forcing them really to reposition. So that's interesting. So it has to do with the way the mobs are laid out. It's the AoE they throw out. You have to move while keeping them grouped. Okay. But it sounds like he's saying that me moving is causing them to reposition, which means I'm taking less damage. So I don't know. That's interesting. I'll have to do some more research on that. Paladin, I've done you a great wrong. I allowed myself to be hoodwinked, accused you of treason, even turned my sword against you. I hope you can find in your heart to forgive me. As for me, yes, I've recovered my wounds. At least those will heal, but far more important than that. Salk Zoggle is innocent after all. He was never a traitor, and the dream that I followed in my deeds was not a lie. I remain Captain Elite, although, for substitute for my predecessor, I'm working now on a plan to strike back at the Monetarists and restore the Sultan Sworn to its former strength. When they throw out, we'll root them a bit. Okay, I see what you're saying. So if they're casting like an AoE spell, I can move. And by the time I move to a different location, by the time they get done casting, they're going to be out of range maybe, and they have to move again to reposition. Which is, that wouldn't be different from World of Warcraft though, because that would happen in WoW too. A mob could start casting a frostbolt, and I could move out of range, and then when the frostbolt would stop. Yeah. So you're saying when they start to cast the AoE, they can't move. I mean, that's okay. It'll be interesting to see. No, do be afraid for me. We've unmasked the foe, and he cannot hide behind his deception anymore. The assassins won't find it easy to reach me. For now, I'll buy my time, marshal my strength. When the time is ripe, strike hard out at our enemies. So I'm going to gain this new ability. Take all damage intended for another party member. Okay. Okay. Wait, what's this? Circle of Scorn. Lose an attack the opposing opponent to all nearby. Oh yeah, oh yeah, I forgot about that one. And then there's this one. Now we're going to do the quest for the Gallant Surcoat and a Valor Armor Coffer and Hallowed Ground. Jeez. He wishes to bid me farewell. Second main, global cooldown. Look at how he says welcome, Paladin. The English translation there is a little bit mucked up. Well, come, Paladin. I'd hoped to see you before I left. You remained a true friend even after the wrongs I did to you, and I owe you my trust, so I will tell you everything I've learned. After our encounter in the hills, I spent some time in the care of Zogzagl, recovering from my wounds. As I Kovalevsky gave me a true account of what happened the last few years in solidarity against the war with the Moneteros. After he went into hiding, he tried to get word to me about what was happening, but I was surrounded by my agents in the pay of the Moneteros, who kept me isolated and ignorant. They planted the lie that Zogzagl was a traitor and tricked me into tracking him down. I was their puppet, twitching obediently at the ends of their strings that they pulled, but when I discovered the Death Embrace had been behind the demise of my brothers and sisters, they panicked, especially when they found out I had shared the information with you. They set a trap for us and baited it with the promise of parley with Zogzagl. Zogzagl was a traitor, as well I should have known, but I allowed myself to be deceived by whispers of murmurs and flatterers, and no, that was not the way of it. It was not their lies that made me blind, but my desire and obsession to restore our honor. Sultan swore all paladins who have bent their knee to a higher cause honor is a means to an end, not the end itself. I lost sight of that, and in doing so, lost sight of my true identity. Zogzagl understood what was happening, and that is why he gave you the soul of the paladin. It was a remonstration, a message. Look how adventurers live, he was telling me. Where does their honor, their authority come from? I owe my positions to the machinations of the Moneteros. They calculated that a young captain eager to prove his loyalty, bound by unquestioning fealty, would be all easy to control. They were right. I am a sham, a fake. But the world does not know that, and even the illusion of power is a power of sorts. I can use it to fight back. I will tell my subordinates that I am fleeing to Snowcloak, Coerthus. When the Moneteros hear of this, they will surely send assassins after me again. But when they show their hand, I will stand my ground and fight back. I realize you may wish to offer your assistance, however, I cannot in good conscience put you in harm's way anymore. You too have become a target of the Cabal's assassins. The odds will be against me, that much is certain, but Zogzagl has taught me much, and if I am brave and vigilant, I know I can triumph. I'm sorry you have been caught up in our own political struggles, but now, as a paladin, it's time you traveled your own path. Ah, yes, Zogzagl wishes to have a word with you as well. You will find him in the central Thanalon. Allow me to mark the location on your map. Man, today was rough, dude. Looking for houses can be quite stressful. I got a headache, I think, from all the crap I had to go through today. If you probably already have a house, Armet. I wish I... Wish I had a house already and didn't have to deal with this shit. Alright, Sokazagal. Hey, we're getting meta. We haven't much time, so I'll be blunt. Genelins will die if he faces death's embrace alone. I know what I must do, and I suspect you do as well. If you're the woman I believe you to be, then we shall meet again soon. Okay. You bought one a few years ago? Well, you're lucky, man. Trying to buy a house in the United States right now and in Florida. Oh my God. Everybody's moving to Florida from other states. So, like, everybody's driving up the price of houses. So, if you don't have just outright cash to buy a house, what you're looking at is bidding on a house or like putting an offer on a house. And then if the house is coming in is less than what you're offering, the buyer's asking you to pay the difference because it's just crazy. Basically, you end up paying a lot more, like way more for what that. Sorry about that. I had to sign my home offer. Hey, what's up, Mason? Mason, what's up, dude? You bought a few years, almost tripled in value over the last year. I know, it's crazy, man. Like, so, like, what happens is the houses, like, I was looking at a house today that was like, it was completely like under, like, they had it the bid price or the buy price at 275, which is really low for where it was. But now they estimated the value was about 285. But what happens is because people are coming in from out of state and just throwing money around like crazy, you could go in there and bid like 285 for this house. But then someone could come in from New York or California and just throw down like 500 grand, and there's nothing you can do. Or they could even just outbid you and just bid like let's say you put 285 and they say, oh, I'll bid 350, but they've got cash. Well, now the house is valued at maybe 285, and the only way you could even outbid that person is if you don't have the cash. You know, you're getting like a mortgage, right? You're getting a loan. Well, then you have to come up with the cash to make up the difference. So if you wanted to bid like 360, you basically would have to come up with $75,000 cash on top of what you're going to pay him for the amount of the loan. It's just crazy. It's just absolutely horrible if you're a buyer. Yeah, it's been a long time, Mason. How you been? I haven't seen you in so long, Mason. Where you been, dude? You were doing work on the house? I got you. Well, I'm trying to buy a house, Mason, and it's really difficult to get one right now. So, but the mortgage, the interest rates might actually go up. So if I can get one now, I'm better off to get one now. And of course, if I do get one now, it's probably going to go up in value. But man, you just booted up Paladin for the first time in 3 or 4 weeks, and you got gifted a free 3-day time fast. That's pretty funny. TBC, I played a little bit, not a lot. I started a character from like level 1, like leveling one from like level 1 all the way through. Yeah, it's the New Yorkers and basically people are coming from other states. A lot of it's New Yorkers coming in, selling their like $800,000 homes and coming down here and just throwing down like a ton. The background music isn't that good, Shiny. I'm sorry. I don't know why people think that the music in this game is so great. There's some of it's good, but some of it's not very good. So if you want, I'll turn it on, but I'm not, it's good in certain areas, How's it going, Shiny? Yeah, New Yorkers are coming in, they're selling their house for 800 grand, then they come down here and they just, and I look at a house that's valued at, 285, and I try to buy it, and they throw down 450. And now I'm looking at, I got to pay like 65 grand just to get 65 grand cash just to get to the point where I can actually try to get a mortgage rate and maybe offer higher. And then if I do offer higher, I'd have to add cash more over that even to make up the difference. It's just it's not a buyer's market, So what are we doing? We're trying to do this Paladin quest right now. Does it become better? Yeah, like I said, some of the music in ARR is good, but some of it's not so good. You as well. I told you to go to ground. This isn't your fight. First, Sulk Zoggle, and now you. You're both so eager to die. You forget that we paladins, wheresoever our duty leads, we go and do so of our own free will. Look at the big cuts on this guy's face. The Baba wants own sense of justice to embrace the Paladin's creed. Yes, Morpheus. Yes, we must face the enemies with the Paladin's creed. Sworn or unsworn, we are Paladins true, and the only true oath we swear is the one we swear to ourselves. Sworn, the Paladin's oath. Now come, let us stand shoulder to shoulder and show these black arts the metal of our souls and the steel of our swords. Okay, all right.
Let us show them.
Ooh. Sure, the Monteros would go to greater lengths than this. Mm-hmm. Look at the Death's Embrace Master. Shit, we've only got like 26 minutes? Yeah, I confused. Where do I go? This is weird. I don't really know where to go. Is it like in a dungeon or something?
Hiccups.
It's not a dungeon. That's a glowing grimoire. Sorcery is this? Likely the work of our mage. Pulse us with a queer light. Up above, it's the mage, the grimoire. It's a trap. Damn, he just freaking did some damage to me. was getting ready. I thought I had to use my my ability to protect that guy. I was getting ready to. My new ability that I got at level 50. Kind of like it's kind of like bopping. I was getting ready to bop that guy. Let's just think of it that way. You've done well. You never flinched from your duty. You follow your path, and you knew you had to take. You knew you had to take, and you showed us what it means to be a paladin. I don't look like a paladin, though, do I? I'm not really dressed like a paladin. You even managed to prize the scales from Jenlin's eyes while you were at it. To prize the scales? I think what they mean to say is you even managed to pry the scales. I don't know. That's a weird prize. It's been an honor to know you and to watch you grow. There's a lot of like translations in this game that aren't very good. In any case, today's battle should blunt the Monetarist dagger, at least for the while. They'll think twice before sending assassins after the Sultan sworn again. I trust you will see to this mess, Jenlins. Yes, sir. Captain, please, sir, return to the capital. Take up your command again. The burden is too much for the likes of me. Monetarist may have stolen the Oathkeeper, but oaths are not forged in steel. They are sworn in the heart. You never betrayed your oaths, Jenlins, and as for your leadership, we'll ask the spout if she learned anything from you. It's like Shakespearean English all the time. They have some interesting English, that's for sure. No matter what the circumstances, once a man has left the Sultan sworn, he cannot return. No, I followed my own path, and on it I will stay. I followed you since the day I vowed to join the ranks of the Sultan sworn. Has the time come for me to stop following and begin to lead? Oh, squeaky, squeaky, see ya. Thank you for coming. Once again, you have placed me in your debt. See me in the city when you return. I have something for you. Look at this guy. What's with the shorts he's wearing like under his pants? It's just so wrong. You know, it's like what's with these guys walking around with like leather leggings and shorts on? You can open the map via the quest log? I haven't tried that. That's cool. That's good to know. Thanks, Shiny. Welcome. Well, space, come. you can make that one word. Welcome, Paladin. These have been troubled times for the Sultan Sword, and you have served us loyally. You did what you did what was just. I'm really tired, guys. I had a long day today. You did what was just. Followed the Paladin way and defended the weak and needy. You are a true oath keeper. Sorry, 1 second. Phone. So my offer for the house just went through. We won't know until tomorrow or the next day if it was accepted. I'm sure it won't be. Because anybody in their right mind wouldn't accept my offer because even though I offered 10,000 more than what they had the list price. Because the guy probably knows he can get more money for it. You did what was just, followed the Paladin way, and defended the weak and needy. You are a true oath keeper. Honor and right were yours from the very beginning, and that is what made you strong, strong enough to defeat me. The sword Oathkeeper has yet to be found, but I have come to realize that I do not need it. Nay, not to lead the Sultan's war, nor to restore our good name. The oaths we keep are in our hearts, not in the hallowed blades. So Xoggle has left to wander the nations of Eorzea. He is a man of honor. Unless I am very much mistaken, he will continue to look for that sword that was gifted by our ruler centuries ago. I shall continue to serve Uldal as one of the Sultan's sworn. You shall defend the people of Eorzea as a free paladin. A paladin of the light! A paladin of the light! Our paths diverge now, but shall we forever be bound by the oaths we keep in our hearts? Ah, but listen to me. Noble words aren't much good to an adventurer who has to face monsters and miss out on the road. Fortunately, I have something that will serve you rather better. This sacred armor has been kept within Sultan Sworn for many generations. It was given only to the Sultan Sworn who had, through feats of arms and deeds and great courage, earned the privilege to wear it. But something tells me, for the first time since it left the armorer's forge, this armor should go to someone who is not of the Sultan Sworn. If I allowed myself to be slave tradition, the paladin who deserves it the most would never wear it. Now wouldn't that be a waste of fine plate? Just one last thing. If anyone asks you where you got it, you mustn't say it was me. So we're going to get this new Gallant surcoat. And we're going to get a Valor armor coffer. And Hallowed Ground renders you impervious to most attacks. Very nice. Souls of Paladin past, bequeathed to you. This concludes the Paladin quest for Final Fantasy XIV, A Realm Reborn. In order to undertake the next series of quests, you must first meet the following requirements. You must have completed the main scenario quest before the dawn. Once you've done so, the next Paladin quest will be available from Genlands. Alrighty then. Whoa. Check out the girl. Alright. We also have a chest. Oh man. You obtain. Ooh. Instead of doing all I had to do was go in here and say, equip the best gear. Alright. Yeah. Armet, they gave me a bunch of new gear. But you know what that means. They still didn't give me a shield, though. So, no, I still don't have, like, the nice shield. What is this? Use this to acquire minion. Yeah, you're rocking the same pants you mocked this Jennings guy. I know, 10 minutes ago. Yeah. Oh, is it the same? Hold on a second. Is it really the same though? But I'm a girl. If I see a girl walking around and she's got like shorts on, but actually his pants were leather. Mine have chainmail. But yeah, you're right. I do have the same like shorts. So it's a little weird. I'm like a stormtrooper. I'm like a stormtrooper. Even male bars get high heels. Oh my god. Japanese animation stuff, man. Yeah, like glamour. And one thing is so funny is someone said that transmog in WoW is so much better than Final Fantasy, and it is. It's so much easier to use. Like in here, you're messing around. You're trying to figure out what stuff looks like on you, and then when it does, then you put it in the glamour dresser, and then you've got to like create a plate, then you've got to like apply it. It's just in WoW, you go into the transmog, you just talk to an NPC, and it just brings up literally pages and pages of all your gear, and you just really quick right click instead of doing this like try on. You just like do control, I don't know, control left click maybe, and it'll just automatically show you what it looks like on you. But here you've got to go try on, and it's just it takes a lot longer to figure out what looks good with what. It's actually pretty awful actually. Look at that armor. Oh my god. Oh, that one actually doesn't look bad. Was that called the Cotton Trapper's Tunic? Yeah, they really need to work the whole glamour system. It's so tedious to really try stuff on and really quickly come up with something that looks good together. The gallant gear can go in the armoire. Okay. Well, yeah. Oh, they got to be repaired, unfortunately. Yeah, I gotta repair it, yeah. But most gear sets themselves, you like more. Oh, yeah, for sure. The gear in Final Fantasy XIV. Yeah, the gear in Final Fantasy XIV looks way better. Like, it's not even close. It looks so much better. Visor emote? I have no idea. Which emote is it? Is it slash, it's slash visor, huh? I don't think I have that emote, or I don't know. Yeah, it doesn't do anything. Yeah, so it's definitely not compatible. It's a gear specific emote. Move the face visor. That's kind of cool though. That's a neat. Sounds like it'd be an interesting emote. I have to go back. She calls to me. Tell Mimodoa I'm sorry. Give him this. He was right. Or you could release me. Yes, release me, and I will go and tell her. Okay. How come there's no music? Isn't there supposed to be music in this city? I think so, wouldn't you? Why is he fighting people up here? Oh, they're level 54. Jesus. Not very friendly. Yeah, that'd be cool if they were compatible. That sounds neat. That's the best. You grabbed my arse the other day at the pub. Well, if you want to give him that feather, be my guest. I'm not going anywhere near him and his wandering hands. I can unlock Red Mage and Samurai. Cool. I've been thinking of dispatching someone to take a look on the behalf of old Mimadoa, tell him how the land lies. But you'll do it a pinch. Okay. Sorry, I'm looking at my email. So many things going on today. You had a word with Mimadoa. I hope the valuable time you saw fit to waste amounted to something. I mean, that disgusting creature was Skyfriend's pure. I found it hard to believe, but this writ of passage does appear genuine, so it must be true. I must say, it is a relief to work with such an industrious woman as you. I look forward to hearing the discoveries you will make on the Isles of Umbra without me. Fine, fine. I fail to see the justification for dragging me along on your journey, but if you insist, I will go as well. But 12 is my witness. If you leave me behind to be devoured by some horrible abomination, I shall come back to haunt you. Parkour! Oh, no parkour. Take me to the Isles of Umbra, she bids. The Isles of Umbra. Wait. No. Actually, I'm gonna shut the stream down here, guys. I'm really tired. I had a really long day. I'm exhausted, so I'm probably gonna get to bed early tonight, get some rest. I'm not sure. I gotta prepare for the next journey. I'm level 50, so I don't really know how many more quests are met I have to do before I get to the other content, the next expansion. When do I get to the next expansion content, like Heaven's Ward? I mean, I don't really know how many more like main story quests I have to do. I think I still have a ways to go, right? A lot. Oh, jeez, really? Damn. But 50 opens up a lot of things. Okay. Yeah, but I'm exhausted. I had a long day today. So I'm going to oh man, I'm gonna help my wife do some laundry, fold some clothes, and then I'm probably just gonna watch some TV for a little bit and then get to bed. But I'll be streaming tomorrow, probably early in the morning, and then probably after work, after I get off work tomorrow. Even at level 50, yeah. Yeah, I'm not even at the level 50 stuff yet. Great. Well, we picked up some new skills. We've got, let's see, this one. Which chains into this one. Of course, it doesn't chain until I get it. But of course, we got this one. And this one. Target. What else we got? So the spells are so like flashy in Final Fantasy. Trying to figure out what people are doing in combat, it's just got to be pretty difficult. So. All right, guys, I'm out. I will catch you guys later. I hope you guys have a great night. I'll try to do some more Final Fantasy tomorrow. Probably do a short stream in the morning before I go to work, and then I'll do some streaming tomorrow around probably 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And I will catch you guys at that point in time. I'll get used to the effects, I hope so. You guys have a good evening. Thanks, Shiny, and thanks for your comments on around the groups and how they group and you can move them around. I'm still going to do some more research on that and maybe look for some more tips and tricks videos for the Paladin and try to learn a lot more about the class and a lot more about Final Fantasy. Because right now, obviously, I'm still very much a noob at this game. So I'll catch you guys. I hope you guys have a good one. Peace out.